All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Atlanta Falcons. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Here we go. Big grip.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll set up to throw. Completes it to Hardman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 2-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They've just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Got it.
54. Mike 54. Check pass. Check pass. Check.
Rock it.
Check.
Let go.
On play action, they'll throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Hey, foxtrot.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Go.
You got nothing.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here's incomplete. Amara Darboh, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Zipper.
Watch 54.
2nd and 10. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Go on. Hey. Go out.
Watch the shift.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf. Hey, Sam on. Yep.
Check 52. Check.
Hey, dude. Be careful.
They'll set up a throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Ready, break.
Check 45.
Go.
SOS.
Five.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Ronald Jones there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, team 6. Hey, lock it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Stocker's got it. Complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
On the ready. Hey, orbit.
Hey, let's go.
Bam.
Check 26, check 26.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's airing it out for Sanu. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. But now it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Look, squeeze.
Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Shoot.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Hill on the return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
54, Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Our time to go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey!
Back up. Right there. 54. Right there.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the eye.
General West. Hey, Charlie. Leo.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
54. Mike, 54. I'm coming after you.
80 weapons.
I'm coming after you. 6 guys.
Hey, Haywood.
You go tight.
Hard.
You got tight right there.
Lee Griffin.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Go. 70. Indy.
54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Now. Alert 3.
22 jet bomber. Rocket. Fire.
Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Sponge. No.
Greystone travel. Gone.
They're going to look to throw. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Takes 3. 218. Chop it. Go.
54
out.
54 Mike.
Now.
They'll look to throw. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Ready? Check 37.
Topper. Shoot.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Sanu. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Slam. Kill. Hey, turn.
Blue draw Corker. Get it.
Back to throw here. And he's got it. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front, giving him at least a stalemate in order to find that space?
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't it? No problem there on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
I don't think you got it, Tim.
Hey, exit.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. He got 29 yards that time.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Hey, Delta.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up 2nd down. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
He'll look to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Airing it out, looking for Ridley, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half, a 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one good for 26 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Earl Thomas in on the stop. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Here we go.
Hey, Sam off. Hey, high 7. Shoot.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ready? 70, Indy. Hey, Echo.
Let's go, D. Check, 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 check.
Get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got Sanu. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let's go.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. On play action, they'll throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
50 wants the mic. Gotta do better.
Hit it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Protein spill.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Hey, check 24. Check. Hey, lock it.
Check, 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 check.
Big Dad, pick smooth.
2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
61, matchbox lights.
Mike 54.
Bam.
Cut.
5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, seam 6.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
I'm coming.
They'll drop the throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
60 Pittsburgh.
Who that?
Hey, orbit. Look, squeeze. Shoot.
They'll set up a throw. They'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover. But if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go. And maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Down. 30 base. Check. 6-6. Pull it high. Bravo. 45. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This complete to Jones. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ronald Jones ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Get ready.
Hey, Charlie.
51's the mic, boys. 51. Here we go, get it.
Back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check tight. Watch the safety.
Hard.
He'll drop to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Watch out for Hill on the return. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
70, Indy. Hey, Haywood.
They're running it. Mike's 54. Mike's 55.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Rock it.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5.
Here we go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Don't get nervous. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, wahoo! Gone. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Watch twist.
General West.
25. Check.
You're out.
2nd and 15. Complete to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
I got him.
Get it.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, He was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. Check three, check three, check three.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go.
Be simple.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And going deep for Hill. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there, a big one.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
5.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Josh Oliver there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, Just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Alert flare, alert flare. Now.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tight end right, tight end right. Everyone got 4 down. Check, check, look at me. Door. Let's go.
2nd and 6. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Hey, lock it.
Tight dog.
Shoot.
He'll look to throw. Able to find Deion Kane, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Deion Kane, 60 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Let's go. He's checking. Crash. Check 43. Hatchet.
80 weapons. Bam. Hey, Alpha. Get it.
They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively.
Ready, set. Hey, high 7.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 45. Mike, 45. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check safety.
22 jet bomber. Now.
45 to Mike.
Hey, Echo.
I'm coming after you. Check.
Back to throw here. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now back to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Look, squeeze.
Watch, twist.
Greystone travel.
Switch it, switch it.
Leo. Deep dribble.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to his receiver, Kane.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check hot route. Hot.
X3, 218, chopper.
Watch.
Hard.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go now. 30 base. Check. Hey, foxtrot.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Rock it.
Come on out here. Come get some.
Come
2nd and 3. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Pull it together.
23.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Motion, motion.
The first throw down for the backup Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amara Darbo, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Yellow. 180. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Rush in.
43. 43.
Go, go, go.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
58, boys. 58. 58's Mike.
Now here's Mahomes. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
First down, Chiefs.
Let's go. 18, Gator.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Smooth. Go.
Motion, motion, motion. Reset, reset, reset.
58, right over there.
Go.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Darius Slayton, 48 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I got him, I got him.
Back.
Hey, wait.
Showing it. Showing it.
Topper.
Hey, gun.
A first throw for the backup Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And down inside the 15 he goes. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll run on first down. Corbin. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chiefs 52, Falcons 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Yeah.
Joker.
Check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going right, and that's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, Tuesday.
Check, Mike. 50.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12.
Watch the block, Mike.
Hey, green plans.
Switch gears.
Get up.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready. Mike 25.
Mike 54.
So don't say nothing. 22.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Yeah. You don't want none. Hey, wait.
Throwing again. Ryan. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. Ryan now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down.
20.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Ryan will throw again. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Check nickel.
Wait.
Right there. 54, right there.
Hey, 59, ready.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Devin Bush in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Ryan. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
951.
I'm coming.
Hey, Zoo.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
11.
Stop your whining.
Shift.
Gotta go.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And it is incomplete. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
Second and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Yellow. Arsenal 80.
6 man. Check curls.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.